Okay, welcome to another edition of Ask Pop's Block Shop. It survived. Seems like I have enough material to keep it going. So I'll just show you the list of questions. I think it's currently at 11 left after I have 6 today that I'm going to answer. 2 of them kind of go together. So thanks for all your questions and all the feedback. Very appreciative of all that. And yeah, I hope this is helping people. I like to do it. So just a couple things. I had a couple questions on going full-time selling Lego, and that's definitely the goal. I don't know when it will happen. Originally, I thought it was 2023, back that I made that goal in 2018. But I definitely want to become debt-free as possible to do this. That's the ultimate goal, is not to have any debt and to do this full-time. So we'll see as things keep going if they keep going as they are. It's definitely going to happen. Sooner than later. Just buying a van kind of set us back, but that's kind of it was a necessary thing to do for what we want to do in the future, buy more Lego conventions and things like that. So with these videos, I'm going to try to go back to the oldest questions first, because in my list I have from the top the oldest ones, and I didn't get to all of them from the first questions, but I will eventually. First question: what's the first thing you put in your store? Lego_builder from Instagram. They sent it from. So I don't know what the oldest thing is that I've ever put in my store. Don't remember on Bricklink or eBay what the first things I put for sale. Parting out Lego sets, I remember the Riddler Racer was one of the first ones I parted out. That was when I was putting things in bags. And then I parted probably about 10 different sets out and had them in like 4 different bins, and all in baggies, sort of by part type, and it took forever, and I gave up on that. I deleted everything and sold it at a flea market. Probably about $400 some dollars worth of pieces at that point. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to just go look at the eBay store, as I can sort it by the oldest listings I have for sale, and that'll give you an idea of what doesn't sell very often. And then the Bricklink store will actually show me my inventory. Look at the top 100 items that have been in my store the longest. So it doesn't mean that they don't sell. In Bricklink, it could be that I had a bunch of them and some sold here and there, but I just had them. But chances are a lot of them are going to be just sitting there for 3 years, maybe, something like that. So let's take a look. Okay, so I'm just at the Bricklink main page here. I'm going to click on my store and visit my store. There we go. And then to look at my oldest items, let's go to all items. And I'm going to go to 100 per page, and then we're going to put date added here for the sort by. And then, what is it, down? No, it's going to be up. So this will show me October 25th, 2016 is the oldest part here, because I think I became eligible to sell sometime in October 2016. I don't remember exactly the date, something like that. So I have 2 of those for sale. And a lot of these are going to be really cheap because I actually have lowered the prices on a lot of these things, because they don't have numbers where they're at in the drawers they're in. So I'm just trying to get rid of them. Some of these, yeah, like this Beetle Nexonite shield, that's probably never sold. Could have. And some of these torsos with no arms, I don't know why I put those in there, but I don't know what else I'm going to do with them. So here's just a quick snapshot of, that's upside down, that picture there. And it looks terrible. That's red. Anyway, anyone has that, wants to photograph it, actually I do have it because it's in my store. Send a photo like this one. Be nice. Keep Bricklink looking great, right? It's a team effort. I remember putting this thing in there from the Killer Croc set. 10 cents for that if you need to complete that set. Yeah, you can just go to the site and just do exactly what I did, and anyone can look at this to see. So unfortunately, I can't answer the question exactly how it was asked. I have no idea what the first things I put in my store. I can't even guess. I'm trying to guess, and I don't know. I could make a guess. I would imagine I parted out some minifigures because that's what I was selling mostly, all of. So there's that. So then we go to eBay store. Currently, yeah, we have 1,236 different items for sale, and it goes back to March 19th, 2019. It says here. Yep. This has been for sale. This one I sold like 2 of them this past month because there's a quantity of 1 left. So, you know, there's 4 of these Anakins. Some of them have been in here, but they have some have sold. Oh, here's the Bricktober Madam Hooch. There's still 2 for sale from the Harry Potter Bricktober. Yeah, it's going back to lots of things still here for sale from March of last year. It's almost a year they've been for sale and nobody's purchased them. So I should look into lowering some prices maybe. Oh, look at that. I have the old Alfred for sale, $33. It's just, yeah, it's since April of last year. He does go down to about $28 on some of my higher sales, but it's still there. So yeah, so let's look at some of the old stuff here. These Dryden guards, I need to get these out of the store because they're never gonna sell. Okay, so question number 2. Can you list those Galaxy Squad minifigures from Jaeger Blood? Second time you asked, so I guess I felt like I should answer it. Now, they are listed in my eBay store. So if you're looking for something, always be checking the eBay and the Bricklink store. You know, when I show this stuff in my drawers, that's my personal stuff to rebuild. Minifigures, those are not for sale and won't be put for sale unless I have a huge overflow potentially. But those are definitely things. The Galaxy Squad, I make the full minifigures and I put them on Bricklink. I put them on eBay for sale, and then I'll take them to conventions for sale. So I don't take, you know, someone said, oh, you have a ton of these in this drawer. I don't take requests to say, okay, I'll add them and sell them. You can ask me if I have a part for sale, and if I would want to sell it, I will, because a lot of these parts I actually buy in Bricklink in bulk. Like I buy multiple on purpose, so I have extra, so I don't kind of keep buying them. So it's not something I want to sell. But so yeah, I'll show you here on the eBay store how to look at the stuff, how I have it listed in the store. Okay, so if you're in one of my listings at all or anything like that, you can visit store here, where you can click on the name. So now we're in the store, and over here on the left is category. So if you have to have the screen big enough to see it. Sometimes this will be out, not even here. So even on the mobile app, I don't think you can see this. I'm not sure, but if you're on a browser, you click on Lego, and then I have all these categories here of what I list everything under. I try to make sure everything is listed under something. Minifigures is kind of gets a lot of stuff. I don't know why I even have that because it says 813 under there, but there's more than that actually. So if I can list something in multiple categories, I will, and things like that. So then we go find Galaxy Squad has its own category here. And here we are. We have 5 different items. I have a couple that are waiting for heads or something. And I have a red robot I'm getting photographed soon. And waiting for parts on some of these guys. So there you go. Okay, so question number 3 comes from Nick's Bricks on YouTube there. Are there any Pops minifigs for sale anywhere? So the answer is yes. I sell a little setup in my eBay store, and also at Lego conventions I'll sell them. I do give them away free with a $50 purchase at any of those sales I'm at. So, but just know he's not Bob Ross. Everyone calls him Bob Ross, but he's not. One time I had him listed as Bob Ross on eBay, and I got contacted by eBay or bobross.com or something saying I cannot sell this as Bob Ross, so I had to change it to something else. So I guess I'll just show you that the listing I have. Okay, so here we are at our professionally managed website, popsblockshop.com, managed by me. So here's our link to our eBay store. I'm just going to go there. Just gives you like the latest listings that were put up. So I'm going to put artist. See what comes up here. So we have 2 artists in our store, and here's the one. So I sell them with this plate and this new tree, bush, whatever. And here it is. When I first started the store, probably I'd sell one a month for the first 2 years or so. I only sell it maybe once every 2 months now, maybe even less. Let me just check. Happy Artist, and just click on the sold. So I last sold them November 22nd. I sold them twice in November. So the last 60 days, I've only sold it twice, or maybe that's 90 days. But yeah, so there you go. All right, so question number 4. How do you track expenses? Is that for you? By Ralph's Bricks and Minifigs. So, yes, I track my expenses. Answer that part of it. How do I do it? I only add up stuff at the end of the year for tax purposes, honestly. And here's what it looks like. I just finished it for 2019. Each month, because a lot of my purchases and my shipping was all through PayPal, so that's how I just determine all that information by printing my PayPal statements, and I kind of go through and I don't know if you can see this, but I just put what the purchases and shipping are. When I pay fees, I keep all my receipts in here. Let me just get on the regular camera real quick for this one, and we'll answer it more. Okay, so this is my expense book. Like, this is for September of last year. Anytime I make a purchase, I will put it in here, in the amount, how it was made, or location. Like, this is a money order sent to somebody, and these were the city these were in. These are online purchases, and for each one of these, I'll have a receipt for it in here somewhere. And this is my PayPal stuff. I don't know what you'd see in here, but I just have receipts, things like that. Everything, and then from here, I have a spreadsheet that I use. Okay, so here's just like a template of a spreadsheet I use. I put all my sales, shipping, fees, purchases, refunds, and I basically just give this sheet to my tax preparer. And there's other things that I give them to make sure it's all the stuff needed. But yeah, so this is kind of the format I use. I'm responsible for getting the right numbers in there. They just enter it. You can pay extra, have somebody do it all for you. I'm not going to do that because I know what's going on here. So that is kind of it. This is my expenses for January and February so far. I just throw them in here, and then usually when I have 2 months worth, I'll go through and I'll do them. So when I just did my taxes, I only really had to do the last 2 months of the year because the other months were already done. As I do it, I throw them in there because obviously stuff's going to pile up there, and you just got to keep track of it. And I write down my miles. Obviously, as we go to stores, that's why I write down the location, and then I figure out the miles later, kind of thing. But we only use our new van for this, so kind of helps in that regard. Okay, the next question, it's kind of 2 different questions from 2 different people, but it's kind of the same thing. So what percentage of your orders are international? From Jimmy Jigs. And then also, what tips do you have for buying or selling international from Bricks for Brains? I went back and looked on Bricklink. 7 of my last 300 sales were international. I think 1 or 2 were Canada, 2. The other, I think mostly Europe and Australia I get a lot from. So that's about 2%, 2 to 3%. I say it's a good number. On eBay, it's even less. I probably have 5 a month, and I'm shipping out 200 things a week sometimes. So it's not very many on eBay. It used to be a lot more. Than they had this program where they interpret the listings for you, and I declined it because it was like a 7% fee for anything sold like that. I'm like, you're already paying these 5% PayPal fees, and so I declined that. So the sales did drop. But I'm fine with that. There's more risk when you're shipping international because something gets lost. It's like $15 shipping or something you're paying. on most of the things, and you don't get that money back. When in America, it's like $3. It's not a big deal. It's no big deal to me, at least. And then tips for buying and selling. Buying, I don't know. You try to, hopefully the seller's transparent. Check their feedback if you're concerned, because sometimes it looks like you're going to get a good deal on shipping, and then all of a sudden it's double or triple what you expect. It's like, well, and then I hate asking to cancel orders, but I've done that before. I was expecting like $12 shipping, for something 8 ounces, and then they say, well, it doesn't meet the size requirements. They're charging $26. I'm like, please cancel, because it's not worth it to me. I should buy it in the U.S. and save money in that case. So it's not always good, but some sellers I don't know how some sellers can ship it so cheap when in America it's just ridiculous prices to ship out of America. But anyway, there's a couple sellers that I go to regularly. Every 2 months I'll buy $100 order from them. And they have good prices and good quality items. So one of them closed down, unfortunately, Brixie. I think I haven't seen them on there lately, and they had a note in the last order I got last fall that they were switching gears on their business. So anyway, selling, don't ship to China or Russia. I've lost things there, and I just won't ship there. There's other places that have that same problem where there's no, I guess it just gets no recourse, or something happens, I guess is what to say. You're just out of luck, and sometimes you can ship large things. Luckily, those orders I lost were like less than $20. I lost nothing big, and I'm always afraid if something's like $100 international. I'm always afraid to ship it. I don't want to, but I do, and I've never really had too much trouble. So, I had stopped international shipping for a while just because I didn't like the hassle. Sometimes I had to go to the post office to ship it, and that's even more expensive to do it there. Yeah, so I don't recommend it. Buying, I've never really had any trouble. PayPal, protects you, so there's nothing like that. Canada is actually the lowest price shipping I see is from the UK. Canada is pretty good. She's about $6 or $7, but if you go to the UK stores, they're really reasonable. Mostly, all of them. I mean, I'm paying $3 to $4 to ship something. I usually get small orders, all minifig stuff, nothing big bulk, but under 5 ounces of stuff, and it's costing me $30-$40 of items, but the shipping is very reasonable from the UK, so I definitely recommend that. And then the next question, when you're buying clearance sets, how do you determine the part out value? From Dina B. So a Bricklink obviously is the way to go for part out value. I'll show you here what I do. I pulled up on my phone and I just plug in the set number. Typically, if something's on clearance, like I've said in the last video, I just buy it enough quantity for me to part out, or I think I can get more, or there's really good minifigures there for the price. I mean, if you see a normally $30 set for $10 has like 4 to 5 minifigures in it. I don't know, I can't think of an example, but you could take the minifigures out, dump the parts in a bag, and sell the parts for $10 at a flea market if you're doing that kind of stuff. I mean, if you don't want to deal with the parts, there's other ways to get rid of them. Dump it in a pile for eBay. Beautiful Lego pieces, a pile of them. You have like 5 of the same sets. You could get your money back for it, potentially. I don't know. But there's other ways instead of just having a Bricklink store, because Bricklink stores really take a lot of time. And yeah. So that's, I'll just go through and just show you, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so if you're on the Bricklink site, how do you get there? Well, I know if you go into a minifig, okay, I guess go to market right here. From this screen, I never really used this screen for much. You go to market, go to price guide. Boom. And this will pull up this. Now, price guide info, I don't use this because this is for parts. I don't know if this is even working without putting a color in. I guess it does work. So this gives you, for the whole set, which we're not looking for. So let's go back. part out value. This spot here is what you want to look at on the right hand side of the screen. I just know this set, one of the first ones my son ever had. And so let's get the value. Include the instructions or not. I don't sell instructions, so I usually don't. Include extra parts. Perfect. And then you can do the minifigs, or you can have part them out. So just keep it as the whole minifigs. That's mostly what we do. So let's say you saw this set in, what was it, 2012? Was it out? I don't even know. We'll check that in a minute. Let's see, 2013. So it was out in 2013. Say you see this on clearance for $10. You know, these prices would have been different back then, probably, potentially a little bit, not much, maybe the minifigs went up. I know Aquaman certainly didn't. And so this is saying it's a $40 what the average sales these parts will sell for you. There's data that these parts sell for $41.51. And the current items for sale is what people want for them that are currently for sale, $54.79. If you follow me, this is the price I use. And then I always discount all my stuff at least 30%, sometimes a little less than that if I'm kind of busy and I don't want to have too many sales. But 30 to 35% is usually what my store would be at times. So depending on my schedule. So if I'm paying $10 for the set, and I'm going to just do the 55 times 70%, I'm going to be getting about $38 back. So it's a $28 profit for me to buy this set. That's how I determine it. That's tripling the money typically, pretty much, if it were $10 again. You're not going to find it now, but and then this right here is a very important piece that I use. It's saying that 89 lots in this set. You can see that of the 89, I have 39 in my store right now, and 50 of those I do not even have them for sale. So this is, over half the parts in this set I don't even have in my inventory. And I actually do have one of these sets without a box that I have all the bags sealed, new. Just not sure what to do with it. I'll probably end up parting it out and sell the minifigs, because the Arctic Batman new is a pretty nice one to have. So that's how you find it. And also you could go into the set. This is how I sometimes do it to look at the value of pieces. You just click here, part out, and then plug in the set number's already in there. Take the instructions out. It does the extra parts, and this is where you can change if you want the last 6 months sales average or current items for sale, things like that. And you go over here, and then it will show you everything, and then it tells you which ones you have by this red statement here. And this also, and then you go to the next screen. Be careful when you do this, though. If you are working on a keyboard and hit enter on the next screen, it will automatically add all these parts to your store. I've done that one time on just a single set. I was parting out a large figure, so it was only like 50 different parts, but I had to go through. It took me about 25, 30 minutes, I don't know, to remove them or to add the drawer numbers. I don't know what I did at that point, but anyway, so here's this saying $53 is what you'll get for this set. So $11 for a brand new Mr. Freeze, $16 for the Arctic Batman. So that's a big number on that. So if we take out, say 20, let's take $30 with the minifig. So you're really looking at $23 worth of parts. But then, so don't hit this button unless you really are going to upload them. Or hit enter, because it automatically is on that button right now. But either way, I hope this is helpful in determining if you're at the store. You can just pull up Bricklink and go to Market, Price Guide, plug in the number. It's so fast. Boom. Get the value, and you get it. Go back, go to the next set. What's 76001? I don't know if that's... No, it is a set. Bat versus Bane Tumbler Chase. So there you go. And I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Happy that I could do something like this. Hopefully it helps you out whenever I went through. I've been quite busy this week, so I didn't have a lot of time to think on a lot of these questions, but some weeks will be different. So yeah, ask more questions at the comments of this video, and I will add them to the list and make some more videos and try to get all these questions answered and keep it going.